suckers. I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on the DIY of what happens when I have something that doesn't have drainage on the bottom. So I'm gonna kind of give you a quick know-how of what to do. So for this one, I've got my gourd, it's full. There was a flaw in the mug, so I decided to take it. And so my number one suggestion usually for people is like find rocks, either outside or wherever. And I've got a crap ton of rocks. Let me grab those. All right, so I've got like a ton of rocks. So just anything that's good size, kind of layer it. I usually suggest up to 1 inch, depending on how big or small your rocks are. These are rocks that are outside of my normal apartment. We don't have fun grass, we have rocks. So you can imagine how that went for a front yard. But yeah, so just, I'm gonna be smart and turn this on its side. So that's what you're gonna do. And then you're gonna take your trusty dusty glove. I'm always really bad about using gloves. And then when it comes to it and I go to transfer the plant, I have like 3 splinters at least, and then I go to work, and I'm smart like that. So I'm gonna do my translucent Horthia. He is way too big for his pot, and I can almost guarantee you that if I didn't take care of my succulents, this one would be terribly root bound. This one is not, though. I definitely take care of my succulents. Again, when you do this, you want to do it above your cup. I'm going to try my best to move my phone, but not, like, drop it, because that's me. So you'll just, again, break up your roots, and then whatever soil is originally hanging on there, it will fall into the mug. That will tell you, like, how tall you want it. Then you're going to grab the dirt that this was in, which is currently what I'm using to hold up the mug like a smart person. So now I've traded it out for another plant, which is why you're moving. And then just, this one's pretty tough, so I'm not too terribly afraid to pick it up, but do be careful when you lift your succulents. You can accidentally be a little aggressive. So I want to create a hole all the way down just because of where my roots are sitting. But then I'll fill in the rest around the succulent with the remaining soil, and it's done. And honestly, this mug is almost still too small, but once it kind of adjusts, it will fill out the mug even further. So I want it to sit even further on top of the mug rather than this, because again, half of my succulent is still actually in the mug. And like I've said before, do not be afraid to make a mess. But again, I'm not smart and I'm not wearing a glove on this hand. And I'm almost done with this guy. Okay, awesome. And then just lightly pack down the outer soil. That way if there's any holes on underneath the actual succulent itself, then you can kind of catch that, fill it in. And that's it. That is my new Oh My Gourd It's Fall succulent. Again, this one's really big. If I wanted to, I can kind of pull away some of these leaves and then create a brand new succulent. But that is what you do when you feel like you don't have enough drainage, or if you don't have a drainage hole, is you basically just 1 inch to 2 inches of rocks. And then whenever you water, just make sure not to, again, water the top and only water the sides, and then it will seep down, and any remaining water will just sit under the rocks rather than in the soil of the succulent. So I'm quite happy with this one. This one's going to be fun. So I'll put him in his new place. I am almost done with my makeover of my back porch, now that I have more succulents and I will have more room. So that's super exciting. And then another exciting announcement is I found a cactus that I don't own. Somebody in my apartment complex is kind of trying to grow succulents, and this one popped off. Its cousin or sibling, depending on where it's from, ended up getting infected by bugs, but this is the only one that survived from that lot, so I decided to take it, and I'm going to try to rehabilitate it. as you can see, it's got maybe 6 spines, and each little node is supposed to have a spine. So I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to nourish it, but I have to wait till roots grow because they ended up pulling it up out of the actual like mother plant. So that's what I have to do. But tune in next week for some exciting adventures. I'm gonna try to eventually get to pH testing for those of you that are like really interested on what to do and how to do it, and that we will do together. So yeah, have a great one, suckers.